Welcome back to Lehigh River Subdivision. I'm Ian, and this is layout update number 5. Since the last update, I started getting in the foam divider, which I did a little video last week showing how I was installing these. So this is the side which would be Binghamton. With the way the track comes out from underneath, and I angled this back, I plan on doing Interstate 81 to hide the track going back underneath. One thing I did this week as well is, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but on the double crossover I put in insulated rail joiners so the power doesn't go in. I set them up in a way that it'll protect the switches from, if a train tries to go through and a train's coming through the switch, the one that's about to hit the one coming through the switch will stop before it can hit the train coming through the switch. So it's kind of a fail-safe in case somebody's not paying attention and a train's coming out of staging and there happens to be one on the main line yet. So as we move along from this side, started laying out the DCC feeders. I have to figure out exactly where I want them yet. This is the hot dog stand. Not sure exactly where that'll end up. I just have it set in there for now. Temporary bridge is still in place. I have to start building a platform for underneath so the bridge can sit on it, and then foam can enclose this into a box. There might actually end up being a whole other platform underneath this one at some point. I left that. It's something that I thought about and can be done later. I thought about it when building this. So from here you can see, looking into the back side of the divider on the far part here, this still gets the divider between these two once the bottom platform's put in. So that's why that piece is missing. When we come around, another stack of joiners, which I need a lot more than what I have. It's kind of hard to get things right now, so waiting, you order and you wait. And then when it comes, I only can do what I can get and trying to figure things out. So I'm at this point up to here. The wood's fastened, the foam's glued. I have Any Rail, the trial version, and I designed most of this layout on there just using, the 50. You only can use 50 pieces of track before it tells you need to buy the full version. So I just work in sections on there, and I really don't have the patience to sit there and figure out how to work grade and all the components of the software. I'm not really a computer person, that I'm good with them, more hands-on. So some of this track has been pieced together and some of it's been used on NA rail, but I'm going to get on NA rail because I need to design a train yard here, and I also want to have a small transfer yard in this point somewhere there, because there's going to be a track that comes off and I want to run a branch line all the way around here on this peninsula and then to the back wall, and then maybe along the wall here and out to the steps with the dead end of the industry. And by doing that, if it had a transfer yard, I was thinking about adding the track that comes out in front of this yard and comes around, cuts under this, and serves industry here. And then one other thing I did get finished this week is the bridge. It's ready to go into place. I used Rust-Oleum accent stone, gray stone paint. It has flakes in it and some type of texture. I feel like it looks pretty much like real concrete at this point. And then I used 2 cans of Rust-Oleum matte enamel to give it a protective coat so it doesn't scrape off easily. And I figured that would make it easier for weathering later. Plus, if you weather it and you don't like it, it'll be easier to remove off the clear coat than it would have been to move it off of the paint I used. So I'm happy with how the bridge turned out, as you can see. And I'm just going to set a couple trains up on top so you can get a look of it with the train on it. And so here's the bridge with a couple trains on top. Just show a couple different angles here. So I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. I think it looks pretty realistic. I can't wait to get it in place on the layout and see how it looks there. So that's all I have for this week, and next week I plan to have a little bit more for an update. I do have the DCC system coming tomorrow. So that'll be a little bit of a learning curve this weekend with that as well. So thanks for watching, and I hope everyone has a great week. Bye.